Alright, so hello, everybody, to a kind of random video. So, I'm not continuing the GT World Championship in the Viper, at least not yet. I think the Viper is significantly better than I expected it to be. Not that I expected it to be bad, so there's really no challenge in using that car, so whether or not I continue that is up in the air. However, I am making a video about the pre-race music in this game. I am on my other device right now checking to see whether or not I made a YouTube video about this. But one of the pre-race songs that played in Gran Turismo 4, and one of the discs that I owned, wow, I really did a lot of videos on that randomizer mod, and then I just gave up on them. And Christ, some of them actually got a lot more views than I ever realized, and I probably have ignored comments. Sorry to you people, whoever you are. Alright, let's see. I do not appear to have made a video about this. I think I took a video of it on an old phone, but however, an old disc copy of Gran Turismo 4 that I once owned, yeah, the pre-race theme, one of them, I think the first one, not the more iconic one that I love oh so much, it sounded like it was skipping a beat, because I knew how it initially sounded. I found a YouTube video, finally, that plays the skipped beat version, which makes me believe it wasn't just a scratched disc, and maybe prior or certain builds or versions of the game include a different version, or, I don't know, maybe it is scratched disc. I don't know what it is, but if there's an audio file for the skip beat version, then obviously it must be intentional. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to play for you that song normally. It should sound like this. The reason I fired up the emulator to do this is because for some reason I couldn't find a version on YouTube, this normal version here. So I had to use the emulator. But anyways, this is one of the pre-race songs. This is the specific one that sometimes just decides it wants to skip beat. So here in a second I'm going to pull up the YouTube video I found and then just, play that so you can hear it. Because this is an interesting thing that maybe only few people have noticed, and now it's looping. Alright, so thank you to, I'm not even going to try and pronounce this guy's name because it is definitely European. Thank you to this person for having this on YouTube, because this is exactly what one of my old Gran Turismo 4 discs would play for that theme you just heard. Instead of hearing what you just heard, you'd get this. Just skipping a beat by the sound of it. So as you can clearly hear from that, um, there's a very, very noticeable audio difference between the regular version, quote unquote, which is the version I've heard in almost every single version of the game I've played, which was the one in the emulator, and then there was that one right there, which sounds like it's skipping a beat, legitimately. That's the only way that I can describe it, because they are the same song, very clearly. But that one sounds like it's skipping a beat. So, finally, after probably 6 years, I think I noticed this in like 2018, 19, it might have been 2020. Because I think it was the same disc that I had when somebody, whoever it was, discovered the cheat codes for Gran Turismo 4. So I believe that whatever disc I had then, which probably wasn't the severely broken one, which was most known for having a vendetta against Hondas. The majority of Hondas in the game wouldn't load, and if you tried to like look at one in the used car dealer or scrolling through on the damn arcade mode to grab one, instead of the car appearing into frame and like spinning around like it should, nothing would appear. The music would continue running, but the game would be frozen. So if you tried to like hit triangle, you'd get the little ding noise for the menu, and then it would just be stuck there, which was rather annoying because you just had to like restart the console every time to reset the game, and that was just a pain in the ass. Because I'm like, oh, can I drive this Honda? Because I'm a huge EG Civic fan. I love the EG Civic, the little egg. And yeah, I couldn't drive one because the game was like, disc was like, sorry, boss, too much for me. Can't do that. No Civic for you. So, yeah, but anyways, that is something very interesting that I have noticed. And now, if there are any Gran Turismo nerds who can out-nerd me, which there are plenty of them out there, and can tell me, yeah, oh, on earlier builds of the game, they used... It would have to be earlier builds that one exists, because the Spec 2 mod is based on the public online demo, or it probably wasn't public, someone just released it. But that has to be a base. I'm assuming the public beta is built on a later build of the game, since it came out in like 05, 6. After the game, I think it was 6. So I'm guessing in that case, maybe early builds, maybe like the earliest builds of Gran Turismo 4, the beat skipped. That's what I'm assuming, because that video had really high audio quality if somebody just put a dang microphone up to a TV screen. I'm assuming that's like someone took a sound file and recorded a sound file off, just uploaded a sound file effectively in some fashion or manner. So, yeah, if there are any Gran Turismo nerds, specifically Gran Turismo 4 nerds, that know anything about that, that is something I've noticed. Something else I just noticed is how a lot of the menu songs from Gran Turismo 3 and 4 specifically have a repeating sort of beat in them. It's present there in that song, kind of present in the other pre-race song, present in like Gran Turismo 3 Sim mode theme, might even be in Slipstream, which is the arcade mode and Go Race theme for Gran Turismo 3. It's in the Tune Shop theme. Don't think it's in the garage, but it's like a repetitive, like little sort of like drum. But like it's, in some variation, it seems to be in like multiple different Gran Turismo menu songs. If someone wants to shed light on that for me, please do feel free to go ahead and do so. But yeah, no, that's just something that I noticed, and I'm like, oh, now's the perfect time to post a video about this, because I don't think anyone has, because it's a really random and out there thing. But if you have ever noticed that, or if you do have a disc that plays one version over the other, the one that I screen recorded the video of, then yeah, let me know. That's something interesting. If anybody can shed light on why this is the case, please do. And hope you guys have a good one. And I will see you next time when I pick up some series that I'm overdue on picking up. But till then, have either a good day or a good night.